As a large number of individuals the nation over riot and speak loudly in light of the killing of George Floyd and the continuous issue of inconsistent equity, many individuals have connected asking how we can support energy to achieve genuine change. Eventually, it will be up to another age of activists to shape systems that best fit the occasions. In any case, I accept there are some fundamental illustrations to draw from past endeavors that merit recollecting. In the first place, the influxes of fights the nation over address a veritable and authentic dissatisfaction longer than a decade's in length inability to change police rehearses in the more extensive criminal equity framework in the United States. The mind-boggling larger part of members have been serene, gutsy, capable, and motivating. They merit our regard and backing, not judgment, something that police in urban areas like Camden and Flint have estimably perceived. Then again, the little minority of people who've depended on viciousness in different structures, regardless of whether out of veritable annoyance or simple advantage, are putting honest individuals in danger, intensifying the obliteration of neighborhoods that are regularly currently short on administration's inventure and degrading the bigger reason. I saw an older person of color being talked with today in tears in light of the fact that the main supermarket in her area had been destroyed. In case history is any aid, that store might require a very long time to return. So we should not pardon savagery, or legitimize it, or take an interest in it. Assuming we need our criminal equity framework, and American culture everywhere, to work on a higher moral code, then, at that point, we need to show that code ourselves. Second, I've heard some propose that the repetitive issue of racial inclination in our criminal equity framework demonstrates that just fights and direct activity can achieve change, and that democratic and interest in constituent legislative issues is an exercise in futility. I was unable to differ more. The place of dissent is to raise public mindfulness, to put a focus on unfairness, and to make the people pulling the strings awkward. Indeed, all through American history, it's generally expected just been because of fights and common insubordination that the political framework has even focused on underestimated networks. However, in the end, yearnings must be converted into explicit laws and institutional practices, and in a majority rules system, that possibly happens when we choose government authorities who are receptive to our requests. In addition, we must comprehend which levels of government biggestly affect our criminal equity framework and police rehearses. At the point when we ponder legislative issues, a great deal of us center just around the administration and the central government. Also, indeed, we ought to be battling to ensure that we have a president, a Congress, a U.S. Equity Department, and a government legal executive that really perceive the progressing, destructive job that prejudice plays in our general public and need to take care of business. Yet, the chosen authorities who matter most in transforming police divisions in the criminal equity framework work at the state and neighborhood levels. It's city hall leaders and province leaders that delegate most police bosses and arrange aggregate haggling concurrences with police associations. It's lead prosecutors and states' lawyers that choose whether or not to research and at last charge those associated with police offense. Those are completely chosen positions. In certain spots, police audit sheets with the ability to screen police direct are chosen also. Tragically, citizen turnout